Coming up, G.I. Joe Classified Series number 98, the Target Exclusive Python Patrol, TELE-VIPER, and COBRA Flight Pod. Stick around. What's up, and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video, we'll be unboxing and reviewing the G.I. Joe Classified Series number 98, Python Patrol, TELE-VIPER, and COBRA Flight Pod from Target. So, while the delays continue on Buzzer, we went ahead and grabbed the Python TELE-VIPER and Copperhead. Show him right here. We'll have him up probably tomorrow. But today's video, we're going to focus on TELE-VIPER, and we also have something else kind of cool. I'm going to show you that real fast as well. But we got a little custom flight pod stand. Picked that up on eBay. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested in grabbing one. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over the box. So here you have like a temple in the background, a bunch of Python Patrol Trubble Bubbles flying around. There's your TELE-VIPER and COBRA Flight Pod Trubble Bubble. There's your artist render, your accessories. Put to the side. Closer shot of that. Number 98. This box, and I don't have much room to work with. Classified is going to take up some of the camera. There's the UBC, QR. Flip this back around and give you a close-up of the stats. Flip back around, and let's go ahead and pop this open. So let's grab our trusty dusty. And first, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for future content. All right, so not much to this. You guys have seen the regular Trubble Bubbles before. And now we just have a Python version. I'm going to mix this up a little bit. I'm also going to show you guys this new stand. So I'm kind of excited about that. I want to see how well it works. It wasn't much. I think it was like 10 bucks maybe. Pop this out. Get the accessory box. Due to the size of the box, we're actually not going to have that in the shot. So there's your hefty accessory box. COBRA 98. TELE-VIPER and COBRA Flight Pod Trubble Bubble 98. Inside the box here, you have your Trubble Bubble and your TELE-VIPER. Pop all this stuff out. So they have fallen out. Shot of the cardboard dungeon and the black and white artist render. So pretty nifty. Make a little mural out of that or something. Cool. All right, so we'll set that up, put that aside, and we'll go over that next. First, let's go over the TELE-VIPER. As you can see, same reused mold. They gave the Python Patrol colors. Looks a little different than what they used to. Like, here's a shot of the modern and the Real American Hero style TELE-VIPERs and Python Patrol garb. So it's pretty cool. Let's check out the rest of them. I like the black undersuit. That works well. Comes up to the top of the neck. So, and then the only part of the face you'll see is their ethnicity, race right here. So here you have African American. And for this figure, I'm actually going to leave this head on, even though he does have the other heads, but I'm going to stick with this one for my display. So check out the articulation. Head rotates full 360. Goes down that far, up that far. A little bit of neck rotation, not too much. Some side to side. See, arms come out that far. Butterfly joints at the shoulders. The arm can do full 360. Bicep swivel. It also has double jointed pinless elbows. He's got this bracer with some digital tech on it right there. I get a close up of that. Just showing the I think the flight pod, is it? I'm not sure. Maybe it's its stats, you know, its speedometer and all that good stuff. Hand is on hinge peg and can do a full and can do a full 360. You can move out that far and in that far. The vest is obstructing the ab crunch forward. There's ab crunch back. Waist swivel. Separate vest over top of the yellow shirt. Separate belt over top of the Python camo pants. Doesn't seem like there's any attachments for any accessories at all. It has a built-on walkie. Legs, drop leg. Go out that far to the side. That far forward. That far back. Thigh rotation. Double jointed pinless knees. Go down to the calf. At the bottom, just above the little boot gaiter, you have a swivel. Move down to the foot, forward that far, up that far, and the hinge peg as well has mobility for the side-to-side pivot. Alright, so that does it with the TELE-VIPER. Alright, so we'll go over the flight pod here. So here you have the steering mechanism here, forward and back. Open it up. You have some gadgets all around the sides there. You have some gauges, some valve, fuel, temperature type things, all that good stuff. The bubble itself, it's more of a tinted kind of black, almost like a dark sunglass. Here you have, I don't know what you want to call this, a nav control or viewfinder, something like that. Back inside, here's your seat belt. And you simply pop that from the back, and you have two pieces. Go around, check the rest out. Not too much on it without all the gear. Got a number right here, 16E4ME. I think it's E. Is it R? Yeah, it's a R. And SD on this side. A couple more numbers down here. Don't know what they mean, but it doesn't matter. So moving on to the accessory box. I'll open this up and show it to you first. So you have 3 sections, but only 2 have stuff in them. So we'll take out bag number 1 and show you the crap. Bag number 2. Box to the side. And we'll start with bag number 1. That opens right up. Get that out of here. And inside here you have your little jet system, hover propulsion, whatever you want to call it. See Python Patrol on the side, PE49L7A, same things on this side, Danger hot exhaust, and this has a little motion in it as well. So we'll bring this over and go ahead and plug that into the back like that. That's all that was in that bag. So moving on to the second bag. Dump out all the goodie contents. And here you have more of the TELE-VIPER stuff and some more flight pod stuff. So let's go ahead and go over the rest of the TELE-VIPER stuff first, and then we'll start with the additional heads. So here you have alternate head 1, which is the Caucasian tone. There that is. Same thing as the other, just different, skin color paint. And then here you have the secondary head with the visor and like lower mask on, which looks really cool, but I'm not going to go with this one for this. As you can see, the backs of these are different as well. This piece has got this contraption on it, while this is bare, as well as the one that's on his head. So here is his little sonic emitter, whatever blaster. Same thing as we saw with the last one. Here you have his red, I guess, tube that will plug into the bottom of that right here. And then we'll bring out his backpack, all black. Cool, you've seen it before with the last TELE-VIPER. Same thing, it's remold. And you simply take that tube that's connected to the blaster and plug it in right there. And you don't want to have him using it yet. Go ahead and go to that little tab and plug it onto the back so he doesn't have to be holding it. Next, we're moving on. Here is the bomb. So as opposed to the white one that came with the earlier Trubble Bubble, this one is all black. You have caution in red right there in the center. Nothing more to it. So go ahead and pop this open. And here you have the gun. You can see pretty much the same thing as the last one. There's a hole at the end of this barrel for a blast effect. A hole right there for the ball joint. That's on the bottom of the steering terminal here. That's the thing here. And now we got our two smaller boxes, which will contain our missiles. So we get 1 and 2. So here they are, 2 yellow missiles. Nothing more to it. Some little holes in the back, that's about it. And then you have your areas to peg them in. So go ahead and bring the Trubble Bubble over. And like the last one, you have these extra pieces. Bring it close so you can see the middle part right there. It's up, and the smaller back piece right here is towards the back. Look at the bottoms of the pegs. They will line up so that this one goes in this side. Flip it around and take this one to go in that side, like that. Get your missiles, plug them on, 1 and 1, right there. And then we'll take our gun and pop that into the ball joint, which doesn't have the greatest of fits. I don't want to push too hard because I almost thought I was going to break the last one. Carefully, just ease that in, and that's what we got. Now, if you want, you can take your little bomb here. On the back of the large Trubble Bubble gun, you have that little point, and then you have that hole. Go ahead and stick that right into there like that. And this should lift back up, so that way you can display it and still have your bomb on board. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and bring our TELE-VIPER over, and we're gonna go ahead and plug that backpack into his back, like that. Stand him off to the side. And now we'll bring in our little custom stand that we picked up. So again, like I said, this was on eBay. I'll show you a picture right here. And you just get, 3 simple pieces. And they are acrylic. They are wrapped in this little protective paper. So you take off one side, and then 2, like that. And then you can see, this is actually meant for the regular flight pod, but I'm going to use it because I haven't had a chance to bring the other one out yet. And I was like, well, they have another flight pod coming, so we'll go ahead and use it for that video. So that's what we're going to do, even though I probably will use it for the normal flight pod, not the Python Patrol one. All right, so I can't get this paper off. Give me a second, and I'll be right back.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Be sure to check out our previous videos. A link will always be pinned in the comments.
Now, back to G.I. Joe.
Alright, so basically, I kind of just start with a little tear in the corner on that to get that off. But here's a close-up of it with the paper off the back. As you can see, you got the COBRA logo here, Flight Pod, Trubble Bubble, nice and clean and clear. Looks good. You see the slots as 1 and 1. The larger one, which we already took the film paper off of, will plug in right here, and you simply snap that in like that. And we'll move on to the second piece, and we'll take that one off, and take this one off, and then you go to this smaller little tab at the bottom, line that up, plug it in right there. Make sure everything's flush, nothing's poking out, nothing's not in all the way. And then you see at the top of this, it's got these two little prongs sticking up. So you'll take your Trubble Bubble, and you have the bomb fall off like I did. And then right at the back here, kind of slide that around where the little jet is, and that should hold on just like that. So then you have your COBRA Flight Pod in air, ready to go. It's cool. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and throw this all up onto the turntable and we'll give you some final thoughts. All right, so here you have the G.I. Joe Classified Series, number 98, Target Exclusive, Python Patrol, TELE-VIPER, and COBRA Flight Pod, Trubble Bubble. Pretty cool. I wasn't too stoked to get this as I was, you know, the original version, because it's just a repaint basically. It looks great. I like the Python Patrol colors. It's cool that we actually got a flight pod in Python Patrol, because we didn't with the original figures. But you know, you got your options of heads, which is always good. You see, I went ahead and I put the TELE-VIPER up in the flight pod. I kind of have his hands also angled to where he's got his trigger finger out over the brakes on the steering column up there. So that's pretty cool. The new stand is really nice. It sets them up a lot better. My last one, I had it on a regular dynamic stand, you know, one of the NECA, you know, posable ninja type thingies, and it seemed like it was going to break. So I'm glad I grabbed this. I might as well go ahead and pick up a second one to use, and I'll keep one with this, but I gotta have it say Python Patrol on it instead of the COBRA one, because this one is in fact going with the other. But yeah, overall it's cool. Again, I don't think I'm gonna pick up two of these. I think I'm good with just the one, but he's all right. I'll manage it, and it'll be, you know, one of the more competitive whatever parts of the Python Patrol series that we're getting. So anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please, like always, leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.